Alrighty, so today I want to show you how to bend stuff in 3D space. So I'm going to draw a plane that's not bending first to kind of hone in the concept. Okay, and let's say we bend it like kind of in, right? So when you do that, you're kind of like folding it in on itself. And let me show you. It's not like the fullest bend. Let me do one that's better. Well, actually, yeah, I'll show in this one what we did. We kind of like bent it in, coming in. I'll kind of explain it, not do it more, because effectively what you're kind of doing is you're eventually like going to get like a corner. I think it would kind of be like that. I may have, let me try to exaggerate it more. And I'm going to do better because I actually have a piece of paper with me that I'm going to use as a bit of a reference point for this. And effectively, when we bent in that piece of paper, we kind of went from like taking away a corner. And I kind of realized I didn't do this the best way. So let me try it again. Let me look at an actual piece of paper that I have here that's a sticky note and kind of show exactly what I'm doing with it. Now, oops, that was bad. Let me do that again. And what we have here is like a corner kind of going in of the paper. It should be more perfect. I kind of overshot that line. Kind of like that. I mean, if you were to go fuller, if you were like to take it to an extra step and kind of fold it both down, and I'm going to kind of show it like in 3D space more. Let me think. Kind of like, let's say we have that. No. Kind of like that. No, actually it would kind of be, I could have taken that further. Kind of like this. I missed that. I should have started from over here maybe. And I'll miss that again. But yeah, kind of like that. So you can kind of see how it's bending. If you exaggerate it even more, it would kind of be like, well, you know, eventually it would be kind of like folding. Like if you're not doing it perfectly, it would be a lot more exaggerated and kind of folding in on itself. You know, we're kind of like folding it more. Let me do that again. Let me think about it. You know, I think it would have been better if I would have like done it on a layer under it, but I didn't. But that's okay. Let me try it one more time. And you know, you kind of have that bend with the paper. I mean, if you were to do it more straight away, like viewing it from the front, it would kind of be more like, well, I'll do it. I'll try to show it kind of like coming out both sides. I think it would kind of be like that. Kind of be like that. I'm trying to get this symmetrical. As much as I can. Should have gone a little bit more. And you know, it's important to show that like it's curving in. To like really show the bend. You know, it's kind of like curving in as it bends. Let me do another view next to it to kind of show it more exaggerated. Yeah, I think I did that not wide enough. So it's really kind of buckling in. Let me show like another way to kind of bend it, because like I'm kind of thinking now that like if you did it just as an example, like from both sides, just as an experiment. Like kind of if you took a sticky note and bent it inwards from both sides. The important thing is like it would kind of be like that. Like I think the direction of that line is important. Kind of thinking that maybe it would be more like that, and I shouldn't have done that and that. Maybe. I guess it depends on the viewing angle. I mean, if it was like perfectly straight, kind of like what we had before, it would be a bit difficult to tell, but I'll show you how to do that. I mean, I guess it would just be kind of like having it. I guess like it would kind of be like, let me think. It would be really boring. Kind of like that. But the important thing is like the curve on top to kind of tell that the plane or piece of paper, or whatever you want to call it, is kind of like curving a certain direction. As hard it is to tell with it, because I always think there's some type of like curvature to the end sides of the paper. Now let me think if it was like bending backwards in the 3D space, because like here I did it bending forward. I think it would just be a matter of changing that direction. Let me do it here. Hope I have enough room. I'm just going to do it from like one end. Now, I think if I was going to do that, the best way to do it would be to not portray the double line, but just, like, you could think of it like that. And I guess the important thing is we're kind of drawing through, like, probably you wouldn't want to draw through your form, and you would rather just want to just kind of indicate that it's receding behind with that curvature. You know, kind of like that, but the reality is it kind of dips behind, if you think of it. Like this is not in front, that's behind the plane, not in front of it. If that makes sense. I'm gonna do like a, let's do a box and try to think of how a box is going to bend in 3D space. I'm just gonna draw a box to like start off with. Now, maybe I'll do it above here. And I'll like think of it. I may have to think about this for a second, because I want to make a good box to accomplish this. Let me think. It may take a minute for me to do this. And in this case, I'll draw like over it, to refer to it, to kind of show you exactly how it maps. I'll do it in another color as well. Okay, we have a box. Now, maybe I should have made it more elongated. I think I'm going to draw another one and kind of make it a bit elongated to kind of show you how I'm thinking of it. Just elongated for the height, not for the width. And nothing beats drawing another box. Yeah. Oop, I hope my headphone didn't just die on me. Maybe it didn't. Oh, and I suggest you draw along with me for all my videos. Even through all the failures and redos, it will help you learn and solidify the knowledge. Okay, we have a box. It's still not long enough in my opinion. I should have made it longer. But I also realized that I didn't draw through it, so I'm going to do that now real quick. Alrighty, we have a box now. Cool. Now I'm going to do this on a new layer, and I'll draw in red. I hope that's bright enough. I'll go darker. I think that's good. Maybe add a little brightness. Yeah, I think that's clear enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to draw the top half bending down, kind of like if, okay, let's say there's like a person, and let's like just represent them with like a bean. You know, you have like, I'll do it like here. You have like a rib cage. You have like a rib cage and a pelvis. And if you could simplify it, it would kind of be like kind of like that. So if you were bending, it would kind of be like that and that. So like we're gonna do that to the box, but I'm gonna draw the bottom plane. Because we're not going to change like the pelvis area or bottom plane. And if it was bending in, it would kind of follow the same principle of like what we did over here, or like more like that, in which I'm gonna go like up maybe just about maybe halfway, kind of like that. And I'm gonna do it better, kind of like that. Okay, and just to show you how I'm gonna do this is I'm going to like draw a line straight so that we're going with our vanishing points. And let me show you what I kind of mean by that on a new layer, because like, and I'll do that. Let me just, this is just a reference color. So my purpose of this was that I was going to go to a new layer and I'm going to use blue to show like the vanishing points. My purpose here was to show that like there's a vanishing point, you know, all these vanishing points that are going, that are receding in a 3D space, or like, you know, they're all converging towards the same vanishing point, if you could assume it's like that. And I want that to kind of follow it, the curve line that's kind of like bending in, which is kind of like the top plane. It's kind of getting a bit that's bending. I think that's the best way to say it. And if you think of it like that, I think that's a good way to go. And I'm just gonna hide that layer for a minute. Oops, wrong. Okay. And I guess I'm doing a bit of estimation here with it. You know, since it's bending in, I guess I should have been more like that. Oh well. I think it's kind of like that. I'm kind of winging it. You know, kind of like that. And now I have to do the back plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the blue color that we had here. If I can grab it, there it goes. Just going to draw it here. It's not the best way to do this, but, you know, considering how we also have, like, you know, vanishing, since it's a 3D object, sitting in 3D space, you kind of have, like, it going out that way as well. I could see some issues with my box, but I kind of want to make it like a line. I want to make the bending of the back plane to kind of align, or, you know, it may be better to wing it because of how it sits. If I could think of it better. Okay. Let me think. So since it's bending in, I think the best way to go about it is that you could kind of add like another lines up here that, well, you know what? One more time, I'm gonna go back to the lines that I kind of plotted here, and I'm going to try to go at like the halfway point. Like, there's a better way to do it. You know what? I'll do that better way just to show you that you could divide a box up to find the midpoint, which is really what I wanted here. You know what? I think it's better to estimate it in this case because I didn't go for the exact center. But just know that, like, I'm trying to find like the point that matches up to where the bend is occurring. And kind of over here, I'm really winging it. Like, this is not, I think I even see some issues. You know what? I'm going to do that in another color. How about purple? Dark blue. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. And just to show you where I'm kind of like gonna start like that, the bending. You know, I'm kind of going up here. Perhaps it should even be a little taller. I think it should be a little taller. So actually, I'm going to say it should be a lot taller. So what I'm going to do here for a second is I'm actually going to hide that, go back to the red box. So we have like the top plane here, but you have to think of it like like this. And I think this is an okay way to do it. If I wanted it more accurate, I probably should have used some other method, but I'm not going for 100% accurate. Now I keep thinking I messed up in some way, and I think I did. I think I should have followed to just kind of winging it and trying to make it kind of like twisting. At a certain point. No, I think I should have gone through. But I'm just not getting it right. I'm going to try this again. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. I am just not happy with what I'm trying to do here. But I keep thinking I really messed up something. Because normally when I think of a bend, I'm thinking like, you know, like that. And it's in its most simple form, it would kind of be like that. I did something wrong. I think that maybe the back parts should have been a little higher. Let me just see what would happen if I would go like full to the top. Because when you know, it wouldn't be greater than it would be kind of hunched over a bit. So maybe like that. Maybe like that. It's not perfect by any means, but I think I'm kind of getting closer. I think I kind of wanted to show that, like, kind of like this here. Granted, these aren't to scale, but like, it's kind of like when it's bending, it's not greater than the entire length of it. It's like just a little less because it's bending. And you also have to draw like the line behind here that connects it to show that there's like a plane. I probably didn't exaggerate it enough. I probably should have exaggerated it a lot more. I think there would be something like that too. It's a bit difficult to show, but let me show you here what I was kind of trying to do, because I kind of made it like it's not a good bend. I don't like the bend I did. It should have been more. It should have been more like a box, kind of really like, and I did it before, kind of like that. Maybe I should have used a rectangle. Let me try to do another quick example, but it may take a little bit longer than what I thought it would be. only I had one of those styrofoam blocks and I could kind of see it. And I'm probably going to try to draw this in like a side view 2D profile first before I attempt to do it again. Okay, well, let's do it over here, right? And if it was going to bend, you know, we're assuming there's like a three-dimensionality to this thing. I am really winging this. And to show that, it would kind of just be like, oops, I think I messed that up. Whoops. And if it was and if it was like bending in, it would kind of be like I guess there'd be a pinch on the bottom too, but I was just trying to bend like the top half to it. It would just be kind of like shifting the back. And like if I'm doing that, I'm kind of just like shifting it, which would kind of cut it off, I would feel, and it kind of adds like a three-dimensionality to it. So it's kind of just like rotating it. So maybe that was my issue. I didn't like show, I kind of just like morphed the top plane. I didn't really show how to actually do the pinch. Okay, I kind of see what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna do like a really crude version of it. I think what I was trying to do, and I kind of lost my train of thought, was eventually it's gonna be kind of like that. It kind of curves over like that, and it's essentially just like very simple, kind of like our paper, and I just deleted it. Oh well. But the addition that we have here is the back corners of it. So it's kind of like that. But the important thing is that there's like that and that and that. Kind of connects like that. Kind of connects like that. And it's getting like morphed. No, I think I'm just gonna connect it. Darn, this is really hard. I think it just needs to connect again. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I think I should have made that more curved. And I shouldn't have connected it like that. I should have made it more connected like that. Then I could have connected it like that. And it just kind of like folds kind of like that. Wow, I really keep messing this up. This is just not good. But that's okay, you go through that. I think what I was trying to show was that you kind of have like a plane that gets morphed and kind of becomes a bit curved, because when you're doing the bend, it kind of does that. And this is just not good at all. The back side morphs and not the front. Because there's, okay. Wow, I think I really just screwed this up. Okay, so what I'm going to know is that there's like a stretch and there's going to be a pinch. So if I'm thinking about a box doing this, there's going to be one side that's going to stretch and one side that's going to like pinch in. So if I had to think of it one more time, and I'm really trying hard to visualize this in my head when I can't, I think it would just be that, like, okay, let's do that again. I'm going to draw over this box and really just try, let's try to wing it again. Oops. Let me do it in another color. I think kind of like that, because effectively what's happening is the side over here is stretching, and then you have this side over here kind of bending in. Well, no, it's just bending in. So I think probably the better way to describe it would just be to still draw that side, because we're not bending the bottom half, we're just bending like the top half in. I think that that's how I would do that. I don't know which side to hide from here. Maybe this was stupid. Let me separate it out. Well, I'm really sorry about this, but I hope I didn't waste your time, but I keep thinking that like I messed something up here. And I'm gonna have to get a cube or like a marshmallow or some malleable material to kind of show this and kind of practice it more. I will revisit this, but like for some reason I keep thinking that maybe that is the way it kind of deforms, because like the top half definitely is coming in, but maybe I didn't do justice to the bottom half. Let me draw a couple more lines real quick to this, because I think I may have, like, did I make that too long? Maybe that side kind of curves as well. I keep thinking like a treasure chest, but I don't really think that's 100% what I was trying to do, because I was trying to show how like one side kind of squashes in and the other side stretches. Kind of like the ribcage example I was trying to show before. But I think the important thing is that there's just like a side here that stretches and a side that kind of pinches in. And I think what I'm not doing right is I'm not showing the pinch. I think I should have curved in a bit more. You know, if I would have showed the pinch here, if I would have showed that pinch more, because, oh, I think I figured it out. Okay. I think it's kind of like that. Okay. Let me try this one more time, and thank you for bearing with me. Where will you add the new layer? I'm going to draw one more box and try it again. And I guess you have to say, since I didn't have a exact reference for it, I am kind of trying to wing it. Oh, that line was so sloppy. Okay. I don't like this box. I really messed it up. I'm kind of drawing from a weird angle. Okay, let me try it one more time in orange. So what we're going to have, there's going to be like one side pinching, one side kind of coming in. I'm going to do that on a new layer. One side, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me draw through my box because I just realized I didn't do that. And I should always be drawing through it. And I really am sorry for this bad box. It's just, I'm a bit tired at this point. Okay. So that side's coming in. This other side is coming in. Those are going to connect. The back side is stretch, and the pinch should be like right there. And when it comes in, maybe I should have made that more like that. Maybe I should have made it more like a plane, but no. Wow, I'm really stumped. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I hope I'm not, but I'm going to end the video here, and I may revisit this in the future, because I just kind of realized that, like, I can't think of it, but I keep thinking, like, if the back is stretching and the bottom and the front half would, like, just kind of pinch, it would kind of be like a treasure chest. But, like, it would be more angular. It would be like, it should like flow like that to a certain extent. Like, there should be some type of pinch occurring. And you would think that if it's pinching like that, it would kind of pinch like that. But you would think that if it does do that, it would kind of be like connecting. Maybe this was a bad example, but like I said, I'll try to revisit this again. I think adding the third dimension when it's not a 2D plane really throws me off, and I just can't think of it in my head. I mean, I need to find some reference item to observe, because for the paper I had like the paper all over here, I had a sticky note that I was kind of folding to elaborate on that. But yeah, thank you for listening. If you have questions, please ask in the comments. I have a lot of questions myself, so oh boy, what a topic to revisit. Thank you for listening. Bye.